What's going on, everyone? This is Dom and Meet Wave. This is a $2,100 gaming PC that definitely packs some heat, and a big shout out to AeroCool for sponsoring this video. Now, as far as the case goes here, we have AeroCool's P7-C0 tempered glass case that fits in perfectly with the Project 7 themed hardware here. This case is super clean and features RGB fans and lighting, and overall I like the look of everything happening here. And for the motherboard, I have the Asus Z370F, which features AuraSync RGB lighting of its own, and I paired that up with 16 gigabytes of 3000 megahertz Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM. The case and motherboard work great with the new P7L240 all-in-one cooler from AeroCool, which is being used to keep the 6-core Intel 8700K inside as cool as possible with a 5 GHz overclock. This all-in-one cooler is also integrated with RGB lighting and works perfectly in sync with everything else inside of the case. As for graphics, I am using the Asus STRIX 1080 Ti, and boy is this a beefy GPU. It's definitely one of the largest 1080 Ti's out there, but you can't deny the cooling and performance here. Powering the whole show is the AeroCool Project 7 750 watt platinum power supply, and this thing has RGB lighting as well, even though there's not much of that to see from the outside because of the case design. I went ahead and threw in a 256GB M.2 drive for internal storage as well, and overall I like this build because it's minimal and clean, but it packs a ton of power. I went with more of a retro design with the color theme, and if you'd like more of a proper desk setup tour, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And I've also been checking out these super dope thin speakers from VETR, and if you want to check those out, I will be sure to leave a link below for you, but they are awesome as hell. But anyway, as far as power and performance goes, well, like I said, I have the 8700K overclocked to 5 GHz, and seriously, this system is butter for everything. As for benchmarks, Geekbench spit out a single core score of 6,332 and a multi-core score of 28,000 on the dot. As for Cinebench, we got a score of 1634, which is nice as well, and 3DMark's Time Spy benchmark scored 10,061, and Firestrike was sitting pretty at 24,581 as well. And while benchmarks are great and all, the performance proof is definitely in the gaming pudding. For Tomb Raider, with settings at very high on a 1440p monitor, I was getting around 125 frames per second, while GTA 5 was averaging between 160 and 180 frames per second on very high as well. This computer may be built for gaming, but it's definitely exceptional at just about anything else. But at $2,100, do you think it's worth it? I'm a huge fan of the hardware inside. I like the AeroCool case, the cooler, the power supply. I like all the RGB lighting that I have in here, and I even threw in a couple of RGB strips to top it all off. But drop me a comment below with your thoughts, and be sure to leave this video a thumbs up for more builds like this in the future. I like everything here, tempered glass is clean and all that, but I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know, and also be sure to subscribe to see my next video when it drops. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.